Good morning. This is Bobby Dupree with the Bobby Dupree Show, presented to you each Thursday morning. And, of course, several times it replays Friday morning at 7 a.m. again. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, which are really becoming popular, more people tell me that they're watching it at those two times, which is good. In other words, what's really good about it is our sponsors get all that replay.
Extra.
I know a lot of them probably think it's just a 7 a.m. program on Thursday morning, but they're getting a real deal.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, radio, they're getting it all.
And I want to welcome my sidekick.
Well, good morning,
here. Sometimes
Mr.
I
Dupree.
forget.
How are you, sir?
And he gets mad after the program.
Yeah.
The other day when I had that black eye,
It was me.
I told y'all it was a door that hit me. It was not a door. It was a little boy from
Well, I got to get my
Palmetto.
plug, in case. I got to make sure I'm getting advertised,
But tell us about our sponsor who's back again.
Oh, we have a sponsor, a new sponsor, but an old friend.
Old friend.
Is back with Quality Portable Buildings, Mr. Hugh Guidry and Company. They're back with us again. And of course, if you need a building, a portable on-site or custom-made type building, don't just think what you see out there on the lot. If you like a style of one but a different size, they can handle
and
all
you're
that.
watching. That's Hugh on the screen.
That's right. If you're watching it
now.
on TV, you can see some of his buildings right now. I mean, it's great for garages, barns, storage, outdoor kitchens, office, beauty shop. You
Dog
name it,
kennels.
They got it. Dog kennels
Dog
as well. That's
kennels,
right.
that's
in
right.
my family with my dad, with all them beagles he's got,
That's
you need
some
that
of
as well.
Some of the buildings.
He's
right
also
there.
got propane sales there and U-Haul rentals, all right there on I-49 at exit 23. Easy to get to if you far north is Ellicott, far south is Lafayette or beyond.
We're going to show a few pictures after a while, and that's just up the street from
sir.
where Hugh is located. Where I've been shredding
shredding?
since Thursday afternoon.
Tell you what, I hope the guy that got you to shred, I hope he negotiated a flat rate, not an hourly rate, because, man, it's a lot of hours you've been spending out there.
What? And I'm having fun.
Even at minimum wage, you're doing okay.
Minimum wage, and it's free. So he's getting a deal.
Oh, yeah.
And like Attaway Darbone, my dear friend, you have a lot of friends that you remember little things about him.
Right.
And one word that always made me laugh, he called it a therapy. And cutting grass. I've been out at Paul Boudreaux's ranch. Well, it was a chicken tree ranch.
You was raising chicken trees.
Free
range.
He had the best crop of chicken trees
Come on.
in South Louisiana.
Well, that's good.
And I'm
He
mowing
needs
them
that.
down. I am mowing them down. And there's a few spots I couldn't get to because I didn't want to break my shredder up and my tractor.
I bet.
But Charles Brignac, during a conversation a couple of days ago, Charles says, I've got the shredder that'll cut those trees that you're talking
kidding.
about. 3 inches, 4 inches. He says, I got the shredder.
And a lot of people know Paul Boudreaux with athletics. He does these cooling system fans and a lot of the athletic gear for schools all over the country, from high school levels all the way up to LSU. If you watch LSU anywhere in the country, Paul Boudreaux's out there on the sidelines.
You look for the biggest
gear.
man out there,
Big
Big Paul.
He's a big boy.
And I can't say I didn't get paid. He gave me one of those shirts, Armour. What is it?
Under Armour.
Under Armour.
You need that.
Let me tell you, you talk about.
You put that on when you work out with your weights, is what you do?
That's what I'm doing. I just got it, so it doesn't show yet. You know?
I understand.
But it's going to show in a few weeks from now. But so I can't say that he didn't pay me. He gave me a shirt.
Well,
And
that's a pretty good deal.
and I'll tell you what, I worn it twice, and I wash it by hand. I don't want to go through the
Make it
wall.
last.
I want that thing to last, because that's the last one I'm going to get like that. I'm not going to buy one at the store. You ever see the price of those shirts?
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap. And he gave me that.
That old boy that started that company was just a college kid in somewhere on the East Coast, and he built this thing into a huge company. He makes some money now.
He said he was tired of the cotton shirts. We
Right.
all wear T-shirts.
And they get saturated and wet and stretch
and it stink and
Stink,
all of
oh,
that.
yeah.
This shirt, you don't even feel it like it's on you.
Right.
I'll tell you what, Paul and Faye, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
In Opelousas by way of 3 Mile Lake.
Well, while you're cutting your chicken trees down and you want to make your yard look nice, we got a nice note from the Opelousas Garden Club that this Friday, the 29th of April, the we just won the cleanest city contest. City of Opelousas did in the last level of voting.
The district,
so,
yeah.
Right. So the judges are going to come back for state level. They're going to look on Friday morning. So if you can, today's Thursday, hurry up and finish up your yard. Even early Friday morning. The trash cans are out early Friday morning. Pull all that in. Clean up whatever you can around your house. My yard, I mowed mine earlier this week, but I picked up some little branches that had fallen with that bad weather. Clean up your yard because they're coming to vote. And thank you from Miss Catherine Cosgrove Richard. Send us that.
Cosgrove, that's, what is that? Martin Cosgrove's what? Daughter? Daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
Martin and
then Marty,
and
that's the
and
chef.
Wilda.
Right. And then Marty, that's the chef, is her brother.
That's correct. That is correct.
And married to John. You see, last time when I went to see John's name, you remember, I was struggling to remember John's name, but I got it this week.
Okay.
Good morning, John. How about another sponsor while we at it? What are we going to do? Benny's Supermarket? Why not, Mr. Benny? And right now, look, I went this weekend and I picked up some groceries. I cooked a pork roast, if I tell you. Man, it came out good. And I had all.
Now, your daughter's somewhere in the state. I want to ask her if that's a true story.
She's helping me over here today, but she can vouch for it.
Okay.
I took that thing for about 6 hours in the Dutch oven. Just low, just let it caramelize.
A Dutch oven. I haven't heard of that word in a long. They don't.
Well, they
don't call that.
They would say
Dutch
cast iron pot, old cast iron pot, but that's a Dutch oven. That's what they call that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah,
But I didn't remember.
Slow.
It's a black pot.
Black cast iron pot with the flat lid on top. Mine's got the little, there's a word for it I'm not going to use on television, but it's got the things that distend, that let the water drip back down, so when you lift the lid, you don't have that whole lid full of water that gets all on you, it just drips off. So, I mean, does it?
No
kidding. Made by Lodge in Pittsburgh, Tennessee, as a matter of fact. How you like that? I've been to the plant. I went there.
All right.
But anyway, Benny's Supermarket.
Let me tell you, we're on a roll today.
We're
on a roll today. Y'all be ready for the roller coaster ride.
But at Mr. Benny's, all that stuff is good. The salads right now, I've backed off my salads. I'm starting to get a little rice and gravy at Mr. Benny's. I'm getting too skinny. The wife said that's enough. You can slow down on the weight loss. So I get a little salad, a little bit of rice and gravy. I'm watching my portions, and they've got great home-cooked meals every week. They've got the salad, so you want the big salad. If you need something to fill you up while you're trying to lose the big weight.
You can buy some community coffee.
Community coffee there. They've got the vacuum seal.
Our friends that help us out every year for our cerebral palsy.
And don't forget about the tea. I buy the tea over there. The 0-calorie tea uses that stuff that's made from sugar, but it's got no calories. It's already pre-mixed in a gallon of community tea. In a big old nice jug. Oh, I get that and I drink that, boy.
Go ahead.
You watch your weight. So Benny's Supermarket. Go to town and go see Blake's Brew House. They're going to have a taste sampling this Friday with all those fancy beers they got from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And he's got pictures of some Stella how do you pronounce that? Artos, I think that's how they like to pronounce it. They've also got some LA 31, some Bass Pale Ale.
We're going to have to ask Chief Gallo to kind of get his troops away from that area.
We'll have to have a designated driver. That's what you do with that.
I forgot about that.
In the old days, you crept home. Nowadays, you don't creep home. You just you watch yourself.
Let me tell you, they write tickets right in that area there because they pull them over on the Benny's and on OPAC.
That is correct.
Oh, they keep it busy.
How about one more sponsor? How about Slimco? We're talking about the scholarships. You're down to the last week. This is the week you have to register if you're going to win the Clico scholarship. The deadline is May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. That's right around the corner, so you need to hurry up and get your stuff in because it's going to be postmarked by the 5th or in their office by 4:30 p.m. Call Slimco. Go to slimco.com, but you can call Slimco at 896-2520. Miss Mary Laurent can help you out. 20 scholarships, thousands of dollars each. You're going to give out at the annual meeting at the Cajun Dome this year. Why not apply if you're a Slimco customer or child of one?
I think it was last week, I mentioned that I had been elected to the Louisiana.
You can politic now that you're already elected.
Now that I'm elected, I can start politicking. Yesterday, on Tuesday morning, we stayed in a conference call. All members were on the conference call.
Yes, sir.
1 hour and 40 minutes. It just about killed myself. Good thing I started out with a full
charge on the battery.
Full charge on the battery.
But there were some past issues, and you have a lot of things to go over to catch up.
That's correct. And then we having what they're calling a day of education. That's this coming Monday, May the 2nd. from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is going to be a day of education. And of course, anybody is invited. It's an
Right. Open to the public.
Open to the public. Probably, but at 4 p.m., there's going to be a member
Directors meeting.
A directors meeting. Yeah, will follow. And of course, we encourage people to be there at 4 o'clock. And it'll kind of probably, I didn't see the agenda, but I'm sure it's probably at the office while we taping on Wednesday. Yesterday they said that we'd get it sometimes today. But this is a very interesting board to serve on, especially with the problems that existed just prior to this. And I say that with a lot of reservation because I didn't know Mona Romero very well, but I knew Sean, the president of the association. I knew him well, and he did a lot of good things. And I don't know if any of these accusations, there's I think 29 indictments were made against he and Mona, and I don't know if there's how many are going to stick. They
throw everything and they figure out what they're going to get,
what they're going to go after. But it's very serious charges, and I hope it works out, and I hope that we can get the boards, the horsemen's believing in us. That what our goal is.
Because it's some retirement type monies for these guys, so they need to have.
And the medical and the workers' comp, I mean,
let's get it clear, this is all stuff before you were on the board.
That's a good point.
And they went out and pushed for a new election to try to bring in some new blood, a diverse group. Part of your education thing is the fact y'all are so diverse. Some are business people, some are horsemen that have trained, some are horsemen that have owned, all kinds of backgrounds, so that they're giving y'all an opportunity to see more information about what all's going on, to educate you guys better make better decisions.
What actually happened, if anything happened.
Right.
And I like to give, the court system will take care of the guilt and non-guilt. I'm going to just try to find some good words to say, and Sean did do some very good procedures, put them in place, and then I don't know the rest. We're going to see.
Castello, we'll see you on the other side of 3.
It's hard to talk about a subject that's kind of bad, and you want to find good in it.
Yeah, and you saw some good. So I mean, it's hard to find anybody who's only bad. You know what I mean?
I haven't found that person
That's
yet.
right. So that's how that works.
One good guy that died recently, of course, is our we call him Little David, and David Sarver from the Crowley area. And I was able to visit last Wednesday afternoon at the wake with his wife Dorothy and the 3 children that were there and the grandchildren, and just one of the best people I ever met in my life, one of the best workers. He was dedicated to his job. He was dedicated to his family, his grandkids, and everybody within the company liked David Sarver. Everybody. I mean, that's hard to find. This guy
helped me with business. Has helped me personally.
He had one bad habit, and that was drinking coffee all day long, and that ain't bad. And that wasn't bad. Yeah. So to the David Sarver family, we lost you all lost a heck of a husband, father, grandfather, and we lost a heck of a good man. And walking out that afternoon, after I had visited with the family, I met his brother Marvin and his wife.
Really? Yeah.
And he walked up to me and he said, "Hello, Bobby." And I looked at him. I said, "I'm sorry, sir, but I don't think I've ever met you before."
Right.
"No, but you visit my house quite often." "Oh," I said, "the TV program." And it's his brother, Marvin, and his wife, and they watch the program every week. And then at the same time, when I finished talking with them in the hall, I took a few steps, and here comes John Primo, and he says, "I watch your program all the time, and I enjoy it." So for our sponsors and all, we reach way out there with a lot of people. And to the David Sarver family, our very deepest of sympathies.
And while we're talking about some of the obituaries, Miss Cecile LeBlanc